back to my channel. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, hello, I'm Nocturne and I do K-pop, K-drama as well as pick a card readings here on YouTube. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're having a lovely day. And today we're going to be doing a reading on IU for the second half of 2023. I've done the first 6 months and now we're going to be looking into the next 6 months. So we're going to be focusing on July, August, September, October, November until December, seeing what blessings are coming our way, as well as the situation in regards to her career, relationships, and things like that. But yeah, guys, as usual, I just want to make a quick disclaimer that I'm not going to be divulging too much into her personal life out of respect for her and for whomever I do a reading about in the future. And if you guys are interested in finding out what cards I use for my readings, you'd like to join me on Patreon, or would like to get a private reading for yourself, I'll have links to all of that in the description box below. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the reading. Okay guys, so I want to start the reading by seeing what is the current energy for IU in this very moment. So we see Ace of Pentacles. What is the current energy for IU? Let's just two more. Perfect. Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and Strength. Okay, guys. Also, I'm so sorry if you hear a little like whirring sound in the background. It's because I have a fan on. It is so hot where I am right now. So I hope it's not going to disturb you guys too much. But anyways, yes. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, I can see that she's currently really working on her career. In fact, her career is going really well. But in terms of other things, I see that she's currently trying to remain strong. There's a lot of communication that's going. There's a lot of back and forth I see with the Eight of Wands. It's almost like a lot of... sorry, let me just grab a few cards because I'm getting pulled in a lot of directions. So, guys, current energy. Yes. Good job, IU. Okay. So, yes, as I could see earlier with the Eight of Wands, I could see that there was a lot of things in the air, like muddled information is what I'm sensing with the Eight of Wands, like almost a lot of things, a lot of maybe misinformations or a lot of things said, thrown out in the air, going left and right, and sometimes it takes a life of its own. That's how I'm seeing it, okay, with the Eight of Wands. So there's currently a lot going on in her life. In terms of her personal career, I think that she's doing very well. She's putting a lot of work into it. She's thriving. There's a lot of money coming into her life. But there are some issues because with Strength, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, sorry, I do feel like there's almost a lot of misinformation that is being spread about her, a lot of false information. So be careful what you trust, guys, and be careful what you hear or what you read. There might be some stuff that comes out about IU in the next phase, in the next few months, maybe. So really use your discernment. Not everything that you hear about her is gonna be right, is what I'm trying to say, okay? But she's remaining strong with the Strength. I can see that she's someone that she's a very strong woman, you guys. I feel like people don't give IU enough credit because she is a very strong, resilient, powerful woman who is very sure about herself. With the Empress, she's very creative, she's very nurturing, yes. Very sensitive, yes. She has a very soft side to her, yes. But at the same time, she is the queen of the kingdom, okay? She is ruling, sometimes with a soft heart, sometimes with a fist. Like, that's what she needs to do in order to make sure that she remains successful. So I'm seeing right now that with the Empress, she is sure of herself, of her position. She's unwavering. She's being very strong. She's focused on her career. And whatever weird air messages are being thrown in the air, taken one context and like taken here and there and just misinformation, I see that she's trying not to even think about it. She's just focused on her kingdom is what I'm trying to see, okay? With the Fool, I just see that there are people, how should I say this? It's almost like, there's just people in general that are trying to kind of like, start off their career in the back of IU. Like with the Fool, it's almost like, hey, you know what? Like, if I try this, if I try that, maybe something will stick. That's what I'm sensing. Like, something will stick. Something will help get me off the ground. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that are kind of like using her to their advantage is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, okay, guys. So now that we've looked into current energy for IU, let's look into career in the next 6 months. Let's have a quick look at career in the next 6 months. Career, or actually, before career, we should look at life, right? Life in the next 6 months. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So, for IU in the next 6 months. Next 6 months. You guys, she is so powerful. It's crazy. One more. Like, she is proper powerful. I feel like in her past life, she could have been a witch or something. I don't know, but, sorry, I just get very distracted. So career for IU, life for IU in the next 6 months. Okay, so we have deep knowing, peace, treasure island, exchanging gifts. Okay, first of all, IU is so powerful. She's so sure of herself. There is no doubt in her mind that she deserves to be where she is right now because she's gotten there through hard work. There's not a question in her mind. She's no longer the type of person that might be like, oh, am I deserving to be here? You know, those thoughts never cross her mind. She is so sure of herself. She's very secure in herself and in her life. She's at peace with who she is and what she has and the people surrounding her. In fact, I see that in the next 6 months, particularly, there's a strong emphasis on how lucky she feels to be surrounded by the people she's surrounded with. Because with exchanging gifts, I see that she has amazing friends, amazing loved ones, people that truly want what's best for her. It's a take and give relationship in all aspects of her life where it's not just one way. It's not her just trying to be there for them, but them always being there for her too. It's them constantly giving her, affirming to her just how amazing she is, giving her the push that she needs to keep going, her giving the same to other people. It just feels so fulfilling. She has very fulfilling friendships and relationships in the next 6 months, and those are going to be one of the things that she's so thankful for and she feels so blessed for. Because with Treasure Island, I just see that the next 6 months, especially in September, you guys, I feel like, yeah, it's just gonna be such a great time for her where she's having a lot of fun because we have exchanging gifts, Treasure Island, 2799. So September is going to be a great month for her in terms of her relationships and her friendships. Now, so life is going to feel pretty good. That's not to say that isn't going to be chaos or conflict surrounding her, but because she's so secure and so grounded, her root chakra is off the chart, you guys, in herself and in her life, it's not easy for her to waver or for things to distract her or intimidate her or even worry her, is what I'm sensing. And that's so inspiring. I wish I could be like that. I want to be like that. So we should all be inspired by IU. But yeah, okay. So now let's look at career. So let's look into career. This inner peace that she has within her is just so commendable, you guys. Okay, so let's look at career in the next 6 months. Oh, okay. Career for IU in the next 6 months. Career. Okay. One more? No? Okay. So she might tell you guys something. Something's coming, something's brewing, and it's gonna happen in the next 6 months. Yes. And she's gonna let you guys know. She's been keeping it under the dark, and actually it's something that's been causing a little bit of stress in her life. I think it's because it's something that is so close to her heart. It almost feels like a passion project, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, because with the Page of Cups, I'm sensing that this project, this next step in her career, is not necessarily gonna make her that much money. But it's something that she really believes in, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I think she was a little bit worried about how it's going to be kind of taken or accepted by the public, but at the same time, she's really excited about it because it's something that she's been wanting to do for a very long time. It's been something that's really close to her chest. So I feel like in the next 6 months, she's going to communicate this to you guys. She's going to let you guys know, hey, I'm doing this. It's a little out of the box. I know that it's very different from what I've done in the past, but please know that this is something that I've been dreaming about for a very long time and that I really want to do. So I feel like that's happening for her in her career. Anything else, guys, in regards to her career in the next 6 months? Yeah, so she stopped herself from doing it a few times. I feel like 'cause she wasn't sure about how it was going to be received by other people, but it's something that she can't shake off her mind. Like, she's been so curious about it. She's been wanting to do it for so long. So I see that that's happening in the next 6 months. Now let's go into relationships. So let's look into IU relationship in the next 6 months. So relationships means, you know, love relationships, friendships, things like that, just connections with people. IU relationships in the next 6 months. Although we already saw earlier that, you know, it's doing really well. But let's just have a quick look, okay? So we have the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, you guys. So in terms of her relationships in the next 6 months, it does feel so strong. I feel an emphasis on like safety, because with the 10 of Pentacles, it feels like a family. She has a family, a ring of protection surrounding her. It's almost like, I don't know why I'm getting this like image in my head, but you know, the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Rings, like Frodo and his friends are the ones that are, and Legolas and Aragorn, they're the ones that are taking care of the ring, well, protecting Frodo to ensure that they get the ring where it needs to go. So it feels like IU is Frodo and she's got this band of fellowship protecting her. That's the image I'm getting with the 10 of Pentacles. So she has this family that she loves and it's safe and she's protected and she can feel however she feels. And also they celebrate each other, and I think that's the most important thing with the 3 of Cups. They all celebrate each other's wins. So I see that relationships are going really well for her in the next 6 months. Now let's have a look at love. So guys, what about love in the next 6 months? So we have the Star. It's going really well. It's like a wish fulfillment, I think, for both her and the person in her life. And with a Wheel of Fortune, I feel like a new cycle is starting. So interesting. Okay. Wow. One more, guys. Oh, okay, sorry, 1 second. There's a card that jumped out. Okay. Okay, guys, so in terms of her love relationship, we have the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Wands, the Chariot, the Magician, the 3 of Swords. Here's what I think, and I say this very delicately and very carefully. I feel like the person that loves her very much. And we have with the Star, they're each other's wish fulfillment. They make each other very happy. There's a lot of love that is pouring into this relationship, and it just feels very easy. But as I mentioned with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like there's almost like a change in the wind happening in the next 6 months. Things might not come so easy. With a Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Wands here, I feel like all of a sudden they might be tested on a few things. They're gonna keep going because they love each other very much. They care about each other very much. They're gonna come out with solutions, but I do sense there are gonna be some issues that might arise in the next 6 months. And I feel like my throat chakra is a little bit blocked. I feel like communication is gonna be a little bit of an issue. Yes. Guys, can you tell us a little bit more about this? Just one more. No, just one, please. 2 is fine. Okay, yes, I was right. Communication is going to be an issue. So I just want to move this a little bit because there's a lot of cards that jumped out. So let me just put this because these are the important cards. So as I mentioned to you guys, there's a new cycle starting in the relationship where some things about them is going to be tested. And I feel my throat chakra is a little bit blocked. I feel like communication is going to be a little bit of an issue. Now, what I'm sensing, especially with the 3 of Swords, the Tower here, the Hermit, the Sun, Temperance, and Ace of Swords, is there's going to be some miscommunications and misunderstandings. Misunderstandings that might make someone think something about the other person. It could be that, I mean, hopefully, you guys, I'm always the first to say that energies can change all the time. I would love to be wrong, and hopefully this doesn't happen, and hopefully whatever I pick up here, one, doesn't happen or just happens behind closed doors and no one knows about it, right? So, but I'm sensing it's almost like maybe there's news that come out or rumors that come out about someone doing something. So it could be, if it's going to be behind closed doors, it could be like, you know, people in her circle or in this person's circle saying like, hey, I think this is happening with this. And so it breaks their heart and breaks their trust and almost makes them think whatever, but actually it's wrong. It's a misunderstanding. And the reason for these misunderstandings is because there's just something in the wind. Like I've noticed it from the very beginning. There's something in the wind. There's misinformations that are being spread left and right about IU. And it's like it takes a life of its own. I picked it up from the very beginning. That was the energy of this reading today. It's almost like just a wind, something in the wind. It's very weird. And it's almost like, okay, you guys, I don't want to get too juju and I don't want to get too spiritual because I know that like, obviously, not everyone thinks that way and that's okay. But I feel this urge to say this here. Like, obviously energy is very, very powerful, right? And IU is a very powerful woman. And I feel like she's very, very successful and not a lot of people like seeing her successful. And I feel like there's a lot of people that think such bad thoughts of her that they knowingly or unknowingly might manifest bad things happening to her. So I feel like that's what it is. It's something in the air and it takes a form of its own and it ends up, you know, causing these damages to IU's life. But all I can say is that there's going to be some trials, and yes, there's misinformation, misunderstandings, and things like that. But I think they're going to be able to get through this because with the Hermit, I see they're both going to be very introspective. The beautiful thing about this relationship is there isn't a blame game. It's not like you've done this, you've done that. It's instead of like blaming each other and fighting, they take time out and they both kind of think from the other person's point of view. This person is thinking from IU's point of view. And so they're trying to figure out, oh yes, I might have been right. I might have said the wrong thing. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions, you know? Or if the role is reversed, she's the one that's thinking, you know, like I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. I should think it from this person's point of view and things like that. So they're going their own way. They're trying to be very introspective and they come back and they're like, listen, I understand. I understand your point of view. I'm so sorry I couldn't see it before. Come here, like, let's, you know, I'm so sorry for what I did. And this person is like, also, I'm also sorry for what you did, blah, 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 and things like that. And so with that, the communication, they have breakthroughs. They have breakthroughs in communicating and understanding. And because of that, they're going to be okay. But they are going to go through a little bit of a difficult time in the next 6 months is how I see it. So, okay, guys, okay. So now let's go into, what are we on right now? We are on June. So July, August, September. So guys, let's see what's going to happen July, August, September for IU. July, August, September. Yeah. What did I say, you guys? There's something in the air. The energy is gaining momentum. Just July, August, September, it's time to release negativity. Literally, there is something in the air. So you guys might hear a lot of misinformations about IU. There might be a lot of just bad juju surrounding IU. She's going to release the negativity. She's going to try not to think about it. She's just going to be focusing on herself and focusing on gaining momentum on her own energy and her own career and the things that matter in her life. But I just see a lot of negativity surrounding her, a lot of jealousy, literally so much jealousy, you guys, surrounding IU. Let me grab these cards. Anything else regards July, August, September? So be careful what you hear, you guys. Look at this. We have the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Swords. Literally, the Magician. We have someone that's like so scheming, that is like almost like very jealous, always watching IU's moves, thinking about IU, like living, breathing, eating IU. Everything in their life is IU, like in a very toxic way. That kind of jealousy. Yeah. Okay, I don't want this person's energy, you guys. So can we talk about IU instead? July, August, September. I'm going to put this right here. So July, August, September, IU. Focusing on IU, yes. So she's making moves. She's a boss woman. She's a businesswoman, isn't she? Huh? I don't know much about IU, but I feel like she's a businesswoman. I feel like she has, she invests in things. I feel like she's making money in a lot of different ways. We have a lot of Scorpio energy here. Who's a Scorpio in her life? Or just, sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked. One more, guys, just one more. July, August, September. Yeah. while all this energy is happening, while people are trying to tear her down, she's just living her best life with the Knight of Pentacles. She's still racking coin. She's focusing on herself, on her business, on her career. But yeah, July, August, September, there are going to be some things that are, you know, in her private life and in her career, things are going well, but I do see that there's something in the air that is just kind of like taking a life of its own, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, please, if you guys hear anything about IU, just take it with a grain of salt. Okay, so July, August, September, October, November, December. October, November, December for IU. October, November, December for IU. No? Okay. October, November, December for IU. Yeah. October, November, December for IU. Beautiful. And one more. She is so against two-faced people, and I feel like that's one of her biggest pet peeves now in relationships, because she's been burned so much in the past. Is she is so good at detecting two-faced people in her life, okay? And the thing is, I do notice that there is someone that is still in her midst right now, and I'm just getting such a Scorpion energy from this person. This person is so good to IU in front of her. It's like, hey, I love you, I'm such a big supporter. But in the back, she's not against stabbing IU in the back, is what I'm hearing. So the good thing is that she's gonna find out who this person is in October, November, December. October, November, December, she's gonna unearth this person. She's gonna unmask this person. So that's a good thing. But yes, so October, November, December, we also have regeneration, yang, the 6th house and the 11th house. So I do see that there's a very structural schedule to her day within those 3 months. I feel like she's starting her project, whatever it is that she's really excited about. I also see that she is still safe, you guys. She is surrounded by really good friends, really good loved ones with the 11th house, friends, like-minded people, humanitarian belief. She might be doing some charity work, things like that. But these 3 months are all about action-oriented energy. So she's really doing what she wanted to do. She's following her passion. She's just working. She's giving this life, this form to this idea that she's been wanting to do for a really long time. So again, like I told you guys, right? She's going to communicate. There's something that she wants to do. It's a passion project. It's something that she's been really excited and curious about for a really long time. And she's finally going to do it. You know, it's something new. It feels very different, and she's going to communicate it with you guys. But it feels like this rebirth, this thing is going to really take form, take shape in October, November, December. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to stop the reading right here. A lot of blessings coming into IU's life, and I think the most important thing is that she's surrounded by people that truly love her. Although there's gonna, you know, there's the occasional people that aren't good for her in her circle. I see that she's gonna unmask them towards the end of the year. And you know, those really kind of like toxic people that are focusing on her and throwing bad juju her way and things like that. I think IU is doing such a splendid job at being the queen that she is and not focusing on it. So I hope you guys also don't focus too much on it if you guys hear something about IU. But then again, as I always say, I hope that this doesn't happen, because energies change all the time, and I'm the first to say I hope it doesn't happen. Also, yeah, you know, with the thing that happens with her relationship too, and misunderstandings and things like that, I'm glad there's going to be a breakthrough in communication, and they're going to be able to get through these misunderstandings. And I think what's beautiful is that they're very introspective people, and they try to think from the other person's perspective, which is so beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the reading right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.